Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. I know it's there. I know it's there. Just wait for it. Yup. Well, that's surprising. It didn't reset my settings. All my quality and display settings are the same. That's crazy. Alright, perfect. YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Black Ops 7. Feels really weird saying that every time I make a video about this game. Welcome back to Call of Duty Black Ops 7. We're really on 7 Black Ops games already, and what, about like 4 Modern Warfare games? There were 7 of them. That's holy shit. Milk the hell out of a franchise. Can't wait to see what Treyarch does next time they make a game. Here to talk about that. Today, Season 1 dropped. We are finally in here as we wait for some shaders to preload, of course. Season 1 is here. We got the new Battle Pass, of course. Warzone. We got the Warzone integration. We'll see how well Warzone is, because with the Black Ops 6 integration last year, man, that was just a dumpster fire. Of course, we're still on Verdansk. We're still playing Verdansk in 2025, bro. I don't know why they never gave us Avalon. Like, just give us Avalon already. We have to wait till what is it, April? Which is like Season 2 or 3? Something like that? I don't even know, bro. Some new stuff here, though. Of course, we have Season 1 Mosh Pit. They do this every time they come out with a new season. It's gonna be a mosh pit of all the new maps that they release for the season. Fate, Odysseus, Standoff, and Utopia. I'm pretty sure Standoff is the only one out of like all these 4 that are actually like remastered and are back from a past Call of Duty. When I saw the layouts and everything of this map, of course, Standoff is a classic. We all know how that is. But then Fate, Odysseus, and Utopia, these are honestly pretty solid maps from what I've seen, from what they like teased a little bit before the season actually came out a few days ago, like on their social medias. Fate seems kind of cool with all like the portals and everything. Reminds me a bit of like what Splitgate does, except you're not actually physically placing the portals down yourself. We got this new tab over here, Party Games, Prop Hunt, Sharpshooter, One in the Chamber, and Gunfights, which One in the Chamber is actually back. I liked One in the Chamber a lot back during Black Ops 1. It was actually like one of my favorite game modes. Really liked that mode a lot. It was actually really fun. I played the shit out of this mode. But also another big thing that the entire community is up in arms about. If you notice anything on this tab here, you can see we have featured and party games. Obviously, they took out the other mode, which had this right here, the standard mosh pit, which is the skill-based matchmaking playlist. They replaced that with party games instead, and we have all the party games here. And now, instead, over here, they have the standard mosh pit at the top of this list. Of course, you still have quick play up here. You could just queue up for this quick play where the skill is minimally considered over here. But right at the top of this playlist now, they moved standard mosh pit over. They took away the standard playlist. So normally you'd have to scroll over to this, and standard would be over here. It would just be a standalone mode by itself. Like this legit was just by itself over here in a tab by itself. But now they have it over here in the featured playlist at the very top of everything else. And they actually put out a blog about it. We could look at it right now real quick. Over here in playlists and modes, Season 1 introduces several new and returning playlists and game modes to multiplayer, including the return of Sticks and Stones for the first time since Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Based on all the new content coming to multiplayer in Season 1, we're making some updates to our playlist structure and UI. The first playlist tab will now be featured playlists, where we'll highlight various styles of experiences, such as the Season 1 Mosh Pit featuring our Season 1 maps Utopia, Fate, Odysseus, and Standoff. This is also where you can find Standard Mosh Pit, where skill is an important consideration. We've continued to see, here's the big one. We've continued to see increased engagement with standard mosh pit, so we'll be featuring it in the featured tab for players who prefer an experience with more similarly skilled opponents. With the main tab changing it to featured, the other tab will now become party games, which will include Prop Hunt, Sharpshooter, One in the Chamber, and Gunfight at the launch of Season 1, as well as a debut of Sticks and Stones and Gun Game in Week 2. In addition to standard mosh pit, all multiplayer playlists feature open matchmaking where skill is minimally considered for more varied experience. This right here is obviously just another giant freaking rug pull for their for the skill-based matchmaking thing. Way back during the beta, when they first brought in the open playlist, after the beta was over, they put out a whole tweet saying how great the feedback was for that playlist, that it was going to be the default matchmaking for Black Ops 7 on launch. And then a few days before, about 3 or 4 days before, when pre-orders couldn't be refunded or canceled anymore, literally the day after, it was like November 10th, November 11th, they put out a tweet saying that a majority of the playlists in Black Ops 7 were going to feature minimally considered skill matchmaking parameters, right? So that was obviously a big rug pull. They kind of did lie about that, because literally after the beta, they said that what we had with the open matchmaking playlist was going to be the default. And then they go ahead and release the that stupid tweet that they were gonna have 2 separate playlists, one with open matchmaking, the other with standard, with skill-based matchmaking, where skill is an important consideration. And they called that game mode the standard. And in the tweet, the same tweet, or whatever, I think it was the same tweet, yeah. Or I think in the actually somewhere in this blog. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. I can't seem to find it. I don't think it was in a blog, but I had the tweet right here. Thanks to your beta feedback, the majority of Black Ops 7's multiplayer playlists will have open matchmaking, which will be similar to the beta experience where skill is minimally considered. Key wording right there. Similar, not the same. It says similar to the beta experience, which is insane. There was already that rug pull, and now they have the second rug pull where they're making the standard, quote unquote standard mosh pit in the feature playlist. It's just like really like misleading altogether, because when people who don't know, for example, like casual that don't know what skill-based matchmaking is or that it exists, they're gonna see standard mosh pit right here and think, oh, okay, this is probably just regular matchmaking. So they're gonna click on this and this is what they're gonna play. Maybe they'll play these other things, but they're probably majority of the time maybe play this. Since they're more casual, they're just probably gonna want to play regular modes, none of these extra stuff. It's really obvious that they're trying super hard to reintegrate the skill-based matchmaking slowly, and they're attempting to gaslight the community into thinking that this is actually good for the game, because they even said themselves that this was seeing good feedback and they got good engagement out of this mode. And genuinely, like, there probably were people who scrolled over to the other tab and clicked standard mosh pit, but I doubt it was like as many as people thought. And maybe some casuals did know it was there and scrolled over, saw standard mosh pit, and was like, oh, this is probably just regular matchmaking and all this stuff is just extra. It's like, seriously, you never know. You really don't know at all what their data is, and honestly, I feel like 100% it's made up completely. They're really trying to push the narrative that this is actually good for the game and this is getting positive engagement, when for the past 6 years since Modern Warfare 2019, this has been nothing but just negative reception for this type of predatory matchmaking that they have. Nobody likes it. I don't know what their deal is, why they like it so much. I don't know why they so badly want to have this in there. I don't know why. Genuinely don't know why. Like, my brain just can't like make the connections that they want this in so badly. I just can't make the connection as to why they need this in the game. You don't. Again, like I said this when this came out, and a lot of people said this when this first released, don't be gaslit into thinking that this is the standard matchmaking. If you're watching this right now, this is not standard. What we have here, this is supposed to be the standard, but from you know, based off of like community feedback overall, since this is released, it doesn't feel any different than actual just regular skill-based matchmaking lobbies, because it's probably due to the player base being split, because there's so many different options here. There's this playlist, Season 1 Mosh Pit, 20v20, Nuketown, Prop Hunt, Face Off. With Nuketown here, a lot of players are probably playing Nuketown 24/7. Like, majority of players are probably on this, because Nuketown is just such a popular map, and they bring it back every single time they have a Treyarch game. So a lot of people, probably majority of people, are going to be playing this. It was the same back in Black Ops 6. A lot of people just played Stakeout all the time. Stakeout 24/7. Rugpull number 2, over time, what people are saying is, like, every new season, they're gonna keep bringing up some bullshit metrics and making some BS statements that this continued to get positive engagement, so they're adding more standard mosh pits within the versions, more standard versions of these things. So they're gonna have, like, Season 2 standard mosh pit, and then Season 2 open mosh pit, standard skirmish, standard 24/7 Nuketown, standard prop hunt, standard face-off mosh pit. Like, they're gonna have, and slowly over time, they're gonna add more skill-based matchmaking versions of each of these playlists, and they're just gonna bury the actual classic matchmaking. Well, quote, it's supposed to be classic, but they removed that too. This said, in the beta, it said classic matchmaking where skill is minimally considered, and now it's just matchmaking where skill is minimally considered. It's not classic anymore. What we had in the beta was classic matchmaking, classic Call of Duty matchmaking, and now it's just completely different, and everybody is in agreement with it. I expect over time in the coming updates and seasons for more playlists like this, more versions of like this playlist, like such as these, like Season 1 Mosh Pit, you know, all these like types of Mosh Pit. Expect like skill-based matchmaking versions of them in the near future. And this just kind of opens the door for Infinity Ward now in Modern Warfare 4 to just completely reverse all of this stuff in Black Ops 7 for their game. It is Infinity Ward at the end of the day, of course they're going to do that. Nobody likes Infinity Ward now. They've tarnished, they completely tarnished the reputation of this franchise, and they just made it fucking put a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Nobody likes the modern day Infinity Ward. It sucks. Thing is, maybe they will add a playlist like this, matchmaking where skill is minimally considered, but they'll bury it in their weird Hulu style fucking main menu like this. It's, you know, this is nice and everything. This and everything looks good, but if you played during Modern Warfare 2022, Hulu or HBO, one of those streaming services where you can watch movies and shit, it just looked like that. It looked horrendous. And yeah, this is the thing now, standard mosh pit, nobody likes this shit. They just need to take this out because this completely messes up the data. The data that they love to stroke so much every time they do things like this, they just always pedal back onto the data. So, I mean, I guaranteed if they just completely remove this, they would just be completely different, a completely different experience. But no, they love their skill-based matchmaking way too much. It's their baby. And nothing really super new on Warzone. I mean, we just got the casuals, regular battle royale, resurgence, of course, Haven's Hollow and Rebirth Island. This is the new resurgence map, and then private match, of course. Nothing really new here on Warzone, just the same old stuff, I guess. On zombies, we have a new map, actually. We had Ashes of the Damned, still want to complete the Easter egg for this. And then we got Astro Maloran. This is the new, actually, no, wait, yeah, this is the new zombies map. This is supposed to be the new zombies map. And we also have Dead Ops Arcade 4. I haven't played Dead Ops Arcade in a while, bro. I have not touched Dead Ops Arcade in so long. So this will be something for me to check out as well. If there's anything like special about it, I actually want to see it. I think that is going to do it for me today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Once again, don't let them gaslight you into thinking that this is the standard matchmaking. Just don't pick this at all, unless you really do want to play up against people of similar skill levels. For the sake and health of the game, just don't. I would not give them any data to go off of if you're watching this at all. Just play regular quick play or Season 1 mosh pit or anything else. Just don't play this stupid standard mosh pit shit, because this is super predatory and it's been tarnishing the game for years already. So nobody wants to see this in the game anymore. They want this gone. So if you can, yeah, just do your best to stay away from this, and maybe just play party games as well too, if that's your fancy. Let me know what you guys think of Season 1 over here in Black Ops 7, and if you played any Warzone, let me know how Warzone is. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have yourselves a good one. Peace.